Welcome back to Top 5 Auto Repairs. How do you know you have a bad fuse box that may be causing all the electrical issue in your vehicle? The purpose of the fuse box is to house relays and fuses that are used to protect electrical component from damages normally caused by electrical shorts. When current exceeds the amperage rating on the fuse, it's going to cause the thin wire in the fuse to blow. By that thin wire blowing or melting, this is going to cause an interruption in the circuit, which of course is used to protect electrical components. So how do you know the fuse box is an issue? For example, let's just say you replace the electrical components, you check the connection is fine, you check all the wirings, no wires are touching each other, they're not exposed, and let's just say you replace it with the same fuse amperage, and if that fuse keeps on blowing, there's a good chance that fuse box may be the issue. There are a lot of multiple signs that the fuse box may be displaying, especially when it starts to go bad. For example, if you notice multiple fuses in the fuse box start to blow, that could be a fuse box issue. If you notice multiple relays start to click as well, again, that could be a fuse box issue. If you suspect that you got a fuse box issue that's causing all these electrical components, it's best just to physically inspect the fuse box. So the first thing you want to do is take out the cover off the fuse box and look at the fuse box. If you notice any wires that are melted, and if you touch any wires that feels extremely hot, there's a good chance that fuse box might be the issue. The next thing you want to do is smell the fuse box. If it smells burnt, like a strong electrical smell, for example, let's just say you have a fan, like in the house that's been seized and it's been trying to run, but it can't run because the motor is seized. If it smells something like that, like a strong electrical smell, again, it could be a fuse box that might be causing the issue. In addition, you may notice electrical issue. For example, you may notice stalling issues. You may notice it's difficult to start your vehicle. You may notice electrical components on the vehicle may sometimes work, it may not work. For example, the radio may turn on and off, the horn may not work, the AC compressor may stop working, the wipers may stop working, and so on. In addition, since a lot of electrical components may or may not work or may work momentarily and stop working, this can cause the computer to trigger a lot of fault codes as well. It is not common for fuse box to fail, but if it does fail, it's going to be caused by the following reasons. The first common problem is going to be poor placement. From my understanding and what I have observed over the years is that I noticed that on a certain vehicle, the fuse box tends to be a common problem. It tends to fail on a certain vehicle. And what I have noticed is that these fuse boxes are located way too close to the engine. So basically all the heat from the engine is causing that fuse box to heat up and cause it to prematurely fail. The next common problem is going to be the weather. If it gets too hot, let's just say in the triple digits, it can cause that fuse box to get extremely hot, and it can cause all that soldering joint on the circuit board to start to crack. Also, if you live in an area that gets extremely too cold, or let's just say it gets extremely humid, that can cause a lot of the metal components inside the fuse box to rust. The quickest way to test if the fuse box is acting up is going to be just get a rubber mallet and start tapping on the fuse box. Make sure the cover is on it. And if you notice that the vehicle starts to act up, there's a good chance that fuse box might be the issue. Next, get yourself a blow dryer and blow it directly at the fuse box. Make sure to maintain a safe distance, about that much. And if you notice electrical issue starts to occur, there's a good chance that fuse box might be the issue. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.